Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Roy Steinberg, the producing artistic director here at Cape May Stage, and we're so grateful that you could join us. During this COVID-19 pandemic, one of the frustrations is we can't all be together in the same room. But one of the blessings is that we can bring you new voices and artists from all over the place, and this is a great example of that. We have artists from the United Kingdom, we have artists even from Brazil, and Broadway veterans. And so would you please enjoy Richard Alleman's Adrift?
The entire action of the play takes place aboard the SS Universe, a 300-passenger cruise ship that has been converted into a private, ultra-luxurious floating condo colony, with spacious accommodations that serve as full-time residences for some of the country's wealthiest and most privileged individuals. Todd and Betsy Wentworth are among them. In their early 60s, they look upon their shipboard hideaway as the best possible hedge against a chaotic world, not only upended by pandemics and environmental disasters, but also scarred by man-made horrors, from riots, revolutions and religious wars to deadly nuclear and chemical incidents, that they have left the planet divided into separate, often well-armed microstates and countries. The house lights go to black. In the darkness, there is the sound of a ship's foghorn. As it dies down, the lights come up to reveal Todd and Betsy finishing breakfast in the dining room of their exquisitely decorated residence aboard the SS Universe, which also comprises a living room, 2 bedrooms, and several terraces. Betsy has recently returned from her Zumba class and is drinking coffee and looking at a newspaper. Todd is practicing his putting, hitting golf balls across the carpet into a cup.
By the way, no niece.
No niece?
Yes, no niece.
Are you sure?
Not sure, just a rumor.
Oh, but why no niece? I mean, no Tangier, no Marbella were bad enough, and now no niece, it's all too much.
Well, we did get to see a bit of Barcelona.
From inside a Humvee, that was thrilling.
Well, I think it was pretty clever, taking advantage of an unexpected lull in the Catalan Civil War to go ashore.
And pretty sad seeing a beautiful city destroying itself.
Welcome to the world.
And poor Gaudi's Sagrada Familia, those beautiful towers blasted into oblivion.
No great loss. I always thought Gaudi was overrated.
Well, I didn't.
So, we agree to disagree.
Yet again, darling. But why no niece?
Well, supposedly the president of La République Niçoise has been assassinated by someone from La Résistance Islamique, and all hell is breaking loose again. Too dodgy for us to stop there now, even in a tank.
You know, Todd, I'm sick of this. If it's not the Muslim thing, it's the fascist that. I thought part of the deal was that we could get off the damn thing from time to time.
Yes, but a more important part of the deal is that they keep us out of harm's way.
I still think it's crazy shelling out all that money. I mean, where's their sense of adventure?
Well, maybe you're on the wrong boat.
Maybe I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed residents of the SS Universe, this is your captain speaking.
Turn it off, Todd. I hate these alerts.
Our advanced warning system has detected the presence of a large wooden vessel with over 100 people on board, whom we believe to be West African and Arab refugees heading towards the south of France. The vessel is floundering about a mile off to starboard. Thus far, we have been unable to make contact with the craft and are not sure if the passengers are in any danger. We will keep you apprised of the situation as it develops. In the meantime, on behalf of myself and the fine crew of the SS Universe, have a nice day.
Oh, God. Poor souls.
Well, nothing we can do about it.
We could take them on board.
Oh, get real, Bets. Where would they sleep? How would they eat? And they're mostly Muslim, so they'd be all over the decks, kneeling on their beach towels and praying at all hours of the day and night.
We don't know if they're Muslims.
Take a look. Those sure look like headscarves to me.
But, I mean, where's your Christian charity?
Oh, don't start, Bets. The world is a complicated place these days. We're doing our best to survive. Anyway, the American Council of Christian Practices.
As in alt-right religious propaganda?
I told you not to start.
I'm not starting. Todd, some of them are children.
Well, as you know, the council has just put charity on hold as a virtue until we work out the Muslim thing.
That's big of them. So without charity, we're left with faith and hope.
Yep. Oh, look, sweetheart, forget I brought it up.
I don't need faith, but I'd hate to stop hoping.
Hoping for what?
That it will get better.
Some people think that this is Armageddon. So hope is up against a lot.
I'd settle for just a little better.
Yeah,
More coffee?
just a touch. Thank you, sweetheart.
What is that funny?
You are.
Meaning?
Meaning, sometimes I'd swear you're still that liberal sorority girl I knew back at Berkeley.
We were all liberals then, darling, even sorority girls. It was confusing. You were brought up one way, then everything fell apart on campus, in the country, and, well, you tried it out.
Yeah, you were always trying things out, sweetheart. Always on the cutting edge of whatever was in at the time. Free speech movement, group therapy, primal scream, women's lib, AA, little dip into Reagan republicanism, transcendental meditation, born-again Christianity.
Stop, I was never born again.
What were you then?
I was, and still am, an evangelical Episcopalian, for the most part.
You see, even there, you're covering all your bases.
Screw you.
Touchy.
At least I tried, or rather tried, new things. It's what makes, or made, life interesting. You spent your whole life making money and playing golf.
And I've enjoyed every minute of it.
You know, I think you have. That's what scares me sometimes.
Sweetheart, it's too early in the morning to get into the incompatibility thing. For Christ's sake, we've been together almost 40 years and we've had a goddamn good ride for most of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed residents of the SS Universe, this is your captain speaking.
Oh, God, what now?
Please ignore the earlier alert regarding the vessel heading in our direction. After initial sightings suggesting the craft was in danger of capsizing, that no longer appears to be the case. In any event, the vessel poses no threat to the SS Universe, so please continue to enjoy the many activities on offer this morning. And if you haven't made lunch plans yet, may we suggest the seafood buffet, which will be served in the rotunda room starting at 11:45. Meanwhile, on behalf of myself and all of our fine crew, have a nice day.
And so the SS Universe dodges a bullet yet again.
Thank God. Coffee?
No, I'm good. How was Zumba?
It was all right.
Just all right?
Flavio wasn't there.
Oh, why not?
No explanation.
So who taught today?
One of those Eastern European babes who work in the bar. She had one of those Vanka, Blanka, Blinka names. Tall, blonde, heavy accent. No sense of rhythm.
Unlike Flavio.
Unlike Flavio.
I gather his sense of rhythm isn't limited to the Zumba studio.
What do you mean by that?
I hear it carries over onto the massage table.
Who told you that?
Word gets around. In fact, I hear his massages are as much in demand as his Zumba classes. So much so that Dick Peterson has brought the matter up to the board.
What are you getting at?
I don't think Flavio will be available for too many more massages on the SS Universe.
Well, that's ridiculous. I never liked Dick Peterson. A little too Midwest.
I'm sure he thinks the same of us. A little too West Coast.
I don't think he even considers us Republicans.
Well, whatever his politics, I have to say I agree with him on the Flavio issue.
Now you're being ridiculous, Todd.
You've never used him, have you?
No, I'm perfectly happy with Robin. But what about Zumba? Flavio, he'll still be doing Zumba, won't he?
I think Dick wants him off the ship permanently. Probably at our next port. But some people on the board are afraid of an uprising among you Zumba gals if they do that. They make a lot of money from those classes.
One more way the universe screws us. It's outrageous.
Well, as they say, that's showbiz, baby. Anyway, I gotta run. I got a golf game.
Where is it today?
Pebble Beach.
The wonders of virtual reality. How long will you be?
2 hours, more or less.
Well, don't forget we're playing duplicate at 2, which means lunch at 1, latest. Portside Cafe.
No seafood buffet?
Not unless you fancy radioactive fish.
See you at the portside then. Hey, what are you doing the rest of the morning?
Catching up on emails. If the damn server is working, maybe I'll get through to the children. See how Priscilla's house is coming along.
Ah, our intrepid daughter. I still don't know why they're staying on in Santa Barbara, with an 80% chance of an even worse quake.
They're young. They have to believe in something, in some kind of future. If they don't have that, what have they got? So they rebuild, even against 80% odds.
You could have bought them something. Not on the Universe necessarily, but on one of the others in the fleet.
Todd, you know as well as I, these ships aren't for people starting out, or even in the middle of the journey for that matter.
Who are they for then?
People like us. People in the final stretch with nothing to look forward to except that mysterious finish line. And until we get there, we're stuck with this endless, perfectly pleasant status quo, crammed with Zumba classes, duplicate bridge, virtual golf, and when it's deemed safe, a shore excursion here and there, in a Humvee, for God's sake, to bear witness to what is left of our sad, dying planet.
Oh, spare me your dramatic existential crap. You sound like your son.
Don't bring Sean into this. He has his beliefs. And by the way, he is our son.
Never thought I'd raise a communist.
He is not a communist.
He just lives on a commune, is that it?
He's trying to save the world. He's still at the beginning.
Where is he now, anyway?
I thought you didn't want to know anything about him. I thought you wanted a clean break, but if you insist, he's somewhere in what used to be Canada.
Canada? Poor excuse for a country if there ever was one. Forget I asked.
Forgotten.
I don't like the way he looks down on us all the time. He always did, even before everything fell apart. Why can't he, and you too, for that matter, accept the fact that we're goddamn lucky to be here, where we know what we have and where we're going?
Where are we going, Todd?
Right now, to the Amalfi Coast.
But we can't go ashore.
Well, of course we can't. The whole thing could crumble at any moment. Still, we can cruise by it. Positano, Amalfi, Ravello. They always look better from the sea anyway.
Not Capri.
No. Capri, you have to get up on top of the island and go deep inside it. What is it, Bets?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking about our magical week.
On Capri?
Yes.
We were just out of Berkeley. Weren't even married yet.
Remember that little pensione for $10 a night?
How could I forget? We definitely got our money's worth.
Hiking somewhere new every day, the villas of Tiberius.
That cypress forest where we...
Yes, we certainly did, just before that Italian family arrived for a picnic.
Yeah, just in time.
But my favorite was La Grotta Azzurra.
The Blue Grotto. Those secret swims.
In that glorious cobalt blue water. I wonder if they'll let us off just for a quick dip.
Are you kidding?
Actually, it's not that polluted. I checked.
But they want everybody to stay on board for security reasons.
Oh, can't you bribe somebody?
Maybe, but I'll look into it. I'll let you know.
While you're at it, look into Nice, too.
I told you. No niece.
Really, no Nice?
No niece.
Not nice, Todd.
Not funny, honey. See you at 1 o'clock at the port side.
Yes, darling. Give my regards to Pebble Beach. Hello? Flavio? Yes, it's me, darling. Oh, we missed you this morning. I'm afraid Vanka Blanca, whatever the hell her name is, doesn't hold a candle to you, darling. And I gather it's all because of Patty and Dick Peterson. Oh, I didn't know you were doing her. Well, I know it's a business, but well, I thought that you were not. Oh, yes. Come now. Todd is at his golfy thingy for the next 2 hours. Oh, hold on, Flavio. I have another call. Oh, thank God, it's Poodle. No, not a dog, darling. It's our daughter. Actually, her name is Priscilla. Yes, come now. The coast is clear. Okay. Hello? Hello, Poodle, is that you? Darling, can you hear me? I have been worried. Oh, thank God. How's the house coming? Well, you've got to expect tremors, but I hear they've got all sorts of new structural doodads that, can withstand another 8, even a 9, God forbid. How's Parker? Well, of course he misses his old schoolmates, but if he had been homeschooled from the beginning, he wouldn't have had any mates to miss. Your father's fine. Playing golf as we speak. Pebble Beach. Don't you love it? I think he misses the real thing, though. He's hoping to play on some Greek island that had a decent course before they turned it into a refugee camp. It's no doubt still a mess, but they got rid of the squatters and they're letting Americans in again. No guarantee the carts will work, though, so he might have to walk, God forbid. Poodle, darling, what was that? Can you hear me? Oh, dear, you're breaking up. Poodle? Poodle? I think we've lost the network. Damn, I've lost her. But, Flavio, my pet, I have found you.
Yes, I'm here.
The table?
They confiscated.
What? You've got to be kidding.
They are monitoring all private sessions now. Everything must go through the front office first. Special Services Coordinator.
Ridiculous. It's none of their business if I want a massage in the privacy of my residence.
Everything is their business.
Well, darling, we could skip the massage and get right down to the...
More dangerous. Now everyone must wear this, so they know exactly what we are 24/7.
They know you're here now?
Probably.
What will you tell them?
I would say you left something in the aerobic studio, if they ask.
So that's it?
What do you mean?
No more massages?
Sorry, I don't make the rules.
What if I book you through the Special Services Coordinator?
You can try, but latest is that all massages must be same-sex.
Why do I see the hand of Dick Peterson in all this? Does he know you do his wife?
He didn't until yesterday when he walked in our session in the bedroom.
That was pretty careless of the two of you.
Mrs. Peterson can be a very pushy lady.
God knows. What do the two of you do anyway?
Standard Swedish.
She settles for that?
She did, but yesterday, I don't know what gets into her. Yesterday, she wants more. I think maybe it was payback.
Payback for what? Or who?
Well, I never tell you this, but I do the husband too.
Dick?
Again, pretty basic, except that he likes top off at the end.
Oh my God!
So she find out, and now she wants what he gets.
Of course.
Anyway, he walks in at climax moment and, well, big fight. Because I think Dick is jealous. I think he has a crush. That's why he gets so angry.
So everyone has to suffer because of their high school shenanigans.
And me, I'm off at this boat at the next stop.
There are worse places than the Amalfi Coast, even if it is crumbling.
Yeah, south side of Sicily. They dumped me there, in the Mafia Democratic Republic.
Oh, God, no.
Yes, MDR is now the human dumping ground. Immigrants, criminals, and inconvenient others. They take care of all.
Inconvenient others?
People like me, who work for super rich on these ships, or on land in the silos.
Oh, God, the silo condos. Can you believe Todd actually considered moving us into one?
People are crazy. Think they can survive World War IV living in a converted ICBM missile silo.
I could not stand being cooped up in one of those things. I need the sun and the sea air, even if the sun is barely visible behind the black cloud layer that almost never lifts, and even if the air is contaminated and the water polluted. But then the environment was getting pretty raunchy even before the events.
Yeah, the world is an ugly place now.
It used to be so beautiful.
My mother tells me a story about Earth when I was very small back in Brazil. So much sunshine, such a sweet air, and they actually swim in the Atlantic Ocean.
Ah, swimming. It kills me that we're going to La Grotta Azzurra and they won't let us off the goddamn boat. But darling, South Sicily, will you be all right? Is there anything I can do?
People bribe guards with the gold ducats.
But even if you did that, where would you go? You couldn't stay there.
I go to Libya.
Libya? Isn't everybody trying to get out of Libya?
From the coast, yes. But deep in the Sahara, they are creating a new society.
Another Muslim thing? God forbid.
No, totally new society. No crazy religion. Everyone free. Based on the original USA Constitution, if you can believe that.
I can't, but tell me more.
Not much time, but founded by good people from United Europe, Arabic Spring, BL, America the Free, First Nations, Amazon Confederation, Eastern Canada People's Republic. It's a long shot, but I want to get there. 50 gold ducats would help a lot.
Darling, that's a hell of a lot of money. I mean, 50 ducats, that would be a couple of thousand in old dollars.
Not so much. For a life.
Well, maybe, but Todd would kill me if he found out. And I'm not so sure about your Libya thingy, or democracy for that matter. I think we tried that already and it didn't work.
We try again.
I just don't know, darling. You're sure you aren't really a terrorist?
I'm a pacifist. Give a peace a chance. That's what I am. What do you laugh?
It's sweet. Your passion. I admire you. It.
So you pleased to think about it? I have another day before they toss me off.
So, no more massages?
Not here.
Where then?
Well, there's a secret spot in the crew quarters where we can try to meet. I'll see if I can book it.
Book it?
Yeah, very popular these days, especially with the rules changing all the time. Everyone's getting massages, but nobody knows who's getting what from who, where. Crazy. I must go.
How will I know about your not-so-secret room?
I will put a note behind fire extinguish at the end of the hall.
50 ducats.
Not so much. For a life. For a new country. And please, what I tell you is secret. Top secret.
Of course, darling. I'll be looking for your note. Hello? Hello? Who is it? Who? Sean! Oh my God, Sean! Where are you? How are you? Well, thank God, I've been so worried about you. It's been almost a month. Are you still in Nova Scotia? I mean, the People's Republic of Eastern Canada? And everything's all right there? How's the radiation level? That's good. I mean, it could be worse. I gather no one dares go near Boston or New York unless you wear one of those spacesuit thingies. Oh, we're okay. Your father seems to be thriving. I think he likes the challenge. The challenge to have a semblance of the life we had before. Me? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Sean. I feel it's maybe too late for me. So I'll just cruise along with Todd. But tell me something. Have you heard of some new movement in the Sahara Desert below Libya? Really? Because one of the staff wants to join it. You too? Really? But when would you go? How would you get there? Is it safe? I mean, somehow I feel much better with you in the People's Republic of Eastern Canada. What? What? What's that? Oh, darling, you're breaking up. I'm losing you, but please, call again. Soon. I love you, darling. Your father does too. We wish you luck. I've lost you.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed residents of the SS Universe, this is your captain speaking. We have an important update regarding the situation with the vessel we reported on earlier. We have made mobile phone contact with the craft and it seems it is not out of harm's way, as previously reported, and may actually be in danger of sinking. The spokesmen for the craft are therefore requesting permission for their passengers to board our ship. This request can only be accommodated with the approval of our board of directors, so we are calling an immediate emergency meeting of the board in President Richard Peterson's residence. For the rest of our residents on the SS Universe, we request that you stay calm and know that the situation is in hand. And if you haven't made lunch plans, there are still several reservations left for that scrumptious seafood buffet now being served in the rotunda room. And so, from all of us, have a nice day.
God! Todd? Todd, when you get this message... Todd, have you heard the alert?
Of course I heard. Just as I was one under par at the fourth tee.
Where are you going?
What do you think, now that my golf game has been put on indefinite hold?
Is that all you care about, your goddamn golf game?
Hey, some people have Zumba, some have golf.
What are you doing?
Getting into more board of directors appropriate attire.
What happened at the meeting?
We'll decide whether or not to let those poor souls on the universe.
Is there any question? I mean, we can't just let them drown.
Oh, so is charity back on the list of virtues?
It was never off my list.
They brought this on themselves.
With a little help from our arsenal of democracy bombing anything that moves. To us, these endless wars are all just one big video game.
Oh, that's good. The video game bit. Is that the latest liberal talking point?
Say whatever you like. We can't keep on denying our part in this mess. We can't deny our guilt.
Come on. We're bombing the extremists who are murdering them. Sorry, but a little collateral damage is part of the deal. What's to feel guilty about? I repeat, they brought this on themselves.
Todd, if we send those people to their deaths, there's no way in hell we can close our eyes to what we've done.
Well, we have to close our eyes, sweetheart, and grit our teeth and move on. If we let guilt rule the day, we might as well give up completely. Take the cyanide. Look at the numbers. The millions of civilians killed in Iraq, almost the same in Iran and Syria. Are you saying that's all our fault? And what about the Korean Holocaust, the India-Pakistan meltdown, and the epidemics? And I could go on and on. Fuck guilt. An eye for an eye. Every man for himself. Survival of the fittest. That's the way the goddamn world works, and we happen to be the fittest this go round.
You know, Todd, I worry about you. About us. About what being the fittest is doing to us.
It's letting us survive. Whereas most of the world doesn't have that opportunity. So now let's not fuck it up.
You call living like a virtual prisoner on a floating condo colony a great opportunity? Sometimes I think I'd just like to get off the goddamn universe, Zumba or no. Take our chances out there.
And where would we go? Back to Santa Barbara in time for another earthquake? Or maybe Palm Beach, the underwater capital of the Western Hemisphere? Or look for some little rinky-dink utopia like our sun?
There are still places. I hear Libya is...
Oh, Libya? Oh, Jesus Christ. Have you totally lost your mind?
Not Libya, but farther south, deep in the Sahara. There's a new country emerging. It's all top secret, but Sean knows about it, and so does Flavio.
Oh, Flavio. God's gift to Zumba. And to horny middle-aged ladies.
And their horny middle-aged husbands.
What?
Let's just say Patty Patterson isn't the only member of the family enjoying Flavio's private services.
Oh, of course. I always thought Goody Two-Shoes Dick Peterson was a little light in the loafers. No wonder he's having Flavio locked up as we speak. He probably wants his boyfriend all to himself.
That's sick.
Oh, speaking of sick, I almost forgot. I found this sticking out from under the fire extinguisher. Guess you won't be able to have that goodbye session.
You bastard!
Oh, that's not very nice, Betsy. I've known about your little dalliance for months. You should thank me for never interfering. Besides, it gave me time to pursue my own interests. Don't knock those Vanca Blanca Blinka gals.
Cochon!
Charming, sweetheart. And now please excuse me while I help decide the fate of 100 illegal aliens.
Todd, just tell me you won't
Won't what?
cast them off.
How many times do I have to tell you? Those people are not the same as us. They don't have the same morals, the same sense of right or wrong, and they might have knives, possibly guns, and if we let them on board, they might use them. You want that?
Todd, for God's sake, most of them are women and children, no doubt starving. What could they do to us?
Let's say you're right. Let's say they don't pose a threat. That leaves us with a little problem of where to take them. Nobody wants them.
Southern Sicily?
Might as well send them back out to sea.
I know. I don't know.
Well, let me know when you do.
Flavio! Oh my God! Are you safe?
For a moment only. I got a chip, they want to lock me up.
But your wristband, won't they know you're here?
I cut it off. Now it's even more dangerous. I'm a fugitive. Gotta get off the ship. Now.
But how will you do that?
A group of us bribed to use lifeboat. There are more of us than you think on the ship, but must have money. The 50 ducats you have for me?
Oh God, Flavio, I don't know.
It's life or death now. Please, you gotta help us.
But it's all locked up in the bank box.
What about the safe in bedroom?
How do you know about that?
I see it when we have a massage session. Behind painting. Everyone has a safe behind painting bedroom.
But there's no money there.
If not money, jewelry? No, better than money.
What will I tell Todd?
Tell him you use it to save a life.
Where will you go?
I tell you, Sahara Desert, new country, all arranged.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed residents of the SS Universe, this is your captain speaking. We have an important update on the refugee situation. The board of directors has voted not to allow the passengers on the alien vessel to come onto our ship The board of directors feels that the universe is simply not equipped to handle the disruption that these people would cause our residents and our way of life. We therefore urge all of you to go about your daily routines as usual. Golf, bridge, handball, pickle tennis, Zumba, yoga, and of course, prayer. And if you haven't had lunch yet, that delicious seafood buffet still awaits in the rotunda room. Meanwhile, don't be alarmed should you hear any loud sounds as we disengage from the vessel. Rest assured that everything is under control. So from myself and all of our fine crew, have a nice day.
No, I can't believe it. How can they have done this?
They?
You mean you think I?
I think you. All of you.
Oh, God, maybe you're right. Maybe we're all complicit.
But now, before it's too late, open safe, please.
Safe? Yes, the safe.
There isn't much time, please. I beg you, Mrs. Wentworth.
Okay, but
But what?
there's just one thing.
What? What is that?
Take me with you.
What? You crazy?
Probably, but I can't bear this universe any longer. I don't care if I die doing it, but I want to go to a place where at least there's some sense of purpose, some glimmer of hope.
You mean it?
Take me to that new country in the desert. Even if it fails, at least people are trying.
If you're serious, come to lifeboat number 15 in a half an hour. Bring jewelry, lots of jewelry.
Do you want it now?
I trust you. But if you change your mind...
My mind is made up, Flavio. Lifeboat 15.
And bring warm clothes. Sweater, parka, boots. Gonna be a rough journey.
That's okay. I'm ready for it. After all this smooth sailing.
I like you, Mrs. Wentworth. You were always one of my favorite clients. I'm proud of you. See you lifeboat 15.
Well, we did it.
I know. I heard.
There was really no other option.
I guess not.
So it's back to Pebble Beach. But hey, listen, because I'm running late, I think we should pass on duplicate this afternoon. Hope you don't mind.
No, that's okay, Todd. I don't mind.
Betsy, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
There really was no other way.
Of course there wasn't.
And nothing to worry about. We have to expect a bit of commotion until we're free of that goddamn boat.
Of course.
Well, this whole goddamn incident has messed up everyone's schedule. Hey, what's with the boots?
Oh, I was just cleaning the closet, force of habit, keep my mind off things. And I noticed how dirty they were, so I thought I'd clean them.
They look pretty clean to me, sweetheart. Oh, you really are something.
As are you, darling. Give my regards to Pebble Beach.
Will do. You know, I have an idea. Since we're not having much of a lunch, why don't we dine in the rotunda room tonight? You know what? I think they're featuring a virtual tour of Nice.
No. Not Nice.
Yes, Nice. Nice. No?
Very nice, Todd. Very nice.
We'll have champagne. Celebrate our good fortune.
Of being among the fittest.
Yes, that. But there's something else. I wanted it to be a surprise, but, well, given your mood, I'm going to tell you now. I've arranged for that swim on Capri.
You have? How did you do that?
I bribed that Egyptian kid who works in the Special Services Coordination Office. It was weird. He would only take ducats, gold ducats. Luckily, we still had some in the safe deposit box. So we're all set. Something for you to look forward to.
You mean us?
Nothing but the best for my bets. And don't worry, that noise will die down soon.
Of course it will. I'm sure it will.
There are more gunshots and screams. Betsy stands looking out at the sea. The sounds outside the ship crescendo, then subside. The lights fade until the entire stage is dark, with the exception of a special on Betsy. The lights fade to black. End of play.